It was so good. If you go here, do not sleep on that fried chicken. Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
Today we are headed over to the original, the OG DVC resort, and we are going to Olivia's Cafe. So we've actually been here for brunch, but we've never done dinner here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We've been DVC owners for like 8 years, and we've never actually stayed at
Old Key West.
Old Key West. Yeah, we've never actually stayed at Old Key West. So we went here kind of just randomly. We had some visitors in town and they wanted to do brunch, and they had been to some of our favorites already and they wanted to try someplace they'd never tried, and we went over here. It was great. They don't have a huge selection, so while we were there, and by the way, the decorations in this restaurant, you're gonna have to check this out. It's very like 90s, like very DVC centric, so it's pretty interesting. Yep. But the wait staff, they said that it was a scratch kitchen. They make everything from scratch. Because it's a scratch kitchen, it is supposed to be very, very quality crafted. Like it's very like intentional, and to be fair, the brunch that we had was very, very good, but there's not a huge selection of food. So what do we have on the menu?
Well, first, we do have a couple of specialty cocktails. There is a Slappy Joe's Bourbon Berry Lemonade.
Slappy Joe's.
I just really wanted to say that one, actually. It is Woodford Reserve Bourbon, blackberry brandy, and lemonade with a splash of soda water, which I thought sounded really good. There's also a turtle crawl, which I vividly remember someone that we know was raving about this, and it is white rum, coconut rum, spiced rum with grenadine, pineapple, orange, and key lime juices.
You'll be crawling out of that restaurant.
I know. I'm not sure that sounds like a dangerous little treat. Anyway, but there's some other ones that all just are very kind of like feels like islandy, Captain's Mai Tai, Rum Runners, Key West Freeze, those kind of things. But for the dinner portions, they do have, for appetizers, crab cakes, and there's a soup of the day, there's some salads, some shrimp fritters, that kind of thing. But then for the entrees, you've got prime rib. You have a West Indian tofu and coconut curry.
I saw this. This sounds interesting to me.
It does sound very interesting. You have a bacon cheeseburger, the southernmost buttermilk chicken, which is literally what I've been thinking about all day long.
I'm glad, because I've heard a lot of good things about their fried chicken. Yeah. And so if you were gonna get that, then I was gonna try one of these other things.
I woke up thinking about fried chicken. Captain Wahoo's Catch of the Day, and then a Cayo Hueso shrimp pasta. I butchered the first two words there, but anyway, it is a shrimp pasta with some vegetables and stuff.
Do we have key lime pie? Like do we have key lime pie?
There is a key lime tart, yes.
I mean, I feel like that may be a must at Old Key West,
I
right?
think we might have to, right?
I mean, we'll ask them what the most popular best things are. But,
I mean, there's also Olivia's Banana Foster.
Ooh.
But we do have children that are hungry at home.
So we can get appetizers and desserts, possibly, and bring home leftovers. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that, we can have a bite or two of dessert and then bring the rest home. We're
actually early today, which I think is the second time this has ever happened. So we're going to try to get in a few minutes early and see what we think. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Fried chicken.
I don't want to stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you want to go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night, sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We don't ever need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I, singing from the top of our lungs.
I have 3 words for you. Pineapple, coconut, red.
Yeah. All right, so this is the little slice of heaven that they bring out to you at the beginning of the meal. Oh my gosh. We asked for another one and they brought us 2. I'm very happy.
We devoured this thing in about 15 seconds. It is piping hot. It has the perfect ratio of pineapple and coconut flavors to just the savory bread. And it's amazing. It is like, it's very hot, and so this fluffy whipped butter melts almost instantaneously. This is the best stuff I've had in a very long time when it comes to breads, especially like complimentary included breads. This is like just for the table for dinner. Who wants to come here for brunch when you have pineapple coconut bread?
I got the Slappy Joe's Bourbon Berry Lemonade. Have not tried this yet. Oh, okay, that's really good. You get the bourbon, you get the blackberry, you get the lemonade. I very much enjoy that. It's very like light and refreshing.
Yeah, I was expecting more of like a fruity lemonade with the blackberry, and it's not at all. It is very well done. The Woodford bourbon in there is pretty forward, and the other flavors just complement that, which I very much appreciate and like.
You're gonna be jealous, aren't you?
A little bit. Yeah, so when you said you weren't getting the turtle crawl with the 3 different kinds of rum, he said this was the most popular drink, so it actually sounded pretty good, so I wanted to try it. I mean, that's pretty tasty.
That's dangerous, is what that is right there.
Just give me a couple loaves of pineapple coconut bread and one of those.
And a turtle crawl.
We're good.
We also got the crab cakes as a appetizer. So the crab cakes come with a grilled pineapple salsa and some jalapeno aioli. I'm looking forward to this.
A lot of good crab in there.
Oh wow.
Is it good?
There's a little slaw under there too. That jalapeno aioli and the grilled pineapple, like the sweetness of the pineapple and the spicy of the jalapeno, that is really tasty.
Really nice lump crab cakes. Like, really good.
Oh.
That looks amazing. Obviously, Leslie got the fried chicken. I went for the shrimp pasta,
which also looks really
looks
good.
equally.
Lose it. Oh, don't go away.
There we go. It looks and smells super, super good. Let's try yours first. Oh, man. That's amazing.
That is so yummy.
Mashed potatoes are mashed potatoes, but that chicken is unreal.
But I bet if I took a bite of the chicken and dipped it in the mashed potatoes, it would be perfection. I don't know what flavoring is on my little roll here.
Not as good as the pineapple coconut bread, but good. Shrimp pasta, would you like some?
Yes.
It's got tomatoes and zucchini and shrimp and pasta and cheese.
That's very
There's
good.
nothing wrong with that at all, but the fried chicken is definitely better. But this is good. I'm definitely not mad. All right,
Yes.
We're diving in.
Okay, everybody out there that always wants us to get dessert,
This one's for you.
we have done it. Bananas Foster.
And key lime tart. We intentionally got to-go boxes and are taking over half of our, maybe about half of our entrees home to the kids, so we could try this.
Yes.
Which shall we try first?
This one.
The key lime?
Yeah. Key lime pie is one of my favorite desserts ever. That is smooth, has just the perfect amount of lime, so just the perfect amount of tartness to sweetness. With the blackberries, like the mixture with the blackberries is fantastic. Not a lot of people do that, and that's really, really good.
Yeah, the crust is really well done, and it's a tart. It's not key lime pie, so the custard is a lot thicker, so it holds up. So it's interesting because it's almost cheesecake consistency. It's more solid, I guess, than I would normally expect from a key lime pie. It's fantastic.
Bananas Foster.
Which is banana bread, vanilla ice cream, and caramel with some berries and bananas. Oh yeah. It's not super hot, so like the banana bread is room temperature, which is good and bad. Like I could definitely make a case for getting hot banana bread with the cold ice cream. However, the ice cream is not melting all over the place, so that's kind of nice too.
Nice.
The ice cream is just a really good, clean vanilla ice cream that's drizzled with caramel. That is fantastic.
It's very, very good. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up at home.
After we finish this.
All right, we are back.
I am ready to talk to you all about that fried chicken. But first, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
That was such a pleasurable dining experience. It was so good. Spoiler, it's not going to be a 5, but it doesn't have to be a 5 to be an amazing meal and dining experience, which this was. We will be back. Shall we dive in?
Let's do it.
Let's talk ambiance and theming. This was actually probably the lower point of everything that we experienced. It's not horrible, but it's definitely, it's like kitschy, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these pictures of DVC club members from like the, I don't know, 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
I don't know, a long time ago, on their vacation. So they're like home photos in different kinds of frames around the walls. And it's kind of cute, but it's nothing like, like that's not drawing me in, right? It's not like you can see fireworks or you're on a rooftop dining experience or it's like an upscale, really elegant restaurant or there's characters, like there's nothing over the top about this. There's also nothing to absorb sound, so while the tables are not super on top of each other, it could get pretty loud in there. We were there earlier on. I think we got checked in about 5:40 p.m., so it wasn't full at any point throughout the meal. It did get about halfway full by the time we were done.
Yeah, my favorite part of the whole decor was the fan.
It
was
in the
like
center.
it was like this really long fan and had this really fun, interesting motor thing that pulled it, and it was like those big, I don't know, it just made me feel like I should be like on the coast somewhere.
All of that to say, we got the ambiance and theming a 3.5.
Service. Okay, our server was fantastic. The last time we were here for brunch, the server was fantastic. It feels like you have just gone over to a friend's house to have dinner. Like just the way they approach you is just very friendly and
laid back.
Laid back, and it just relaxed, and then he went above and beyond. I mean, besides just doing all of the things he was supposed to do with making sure our water was full and bringing boxes when we asked him and all of that, he saw me packing up our little bag, and I had not asked for a box for the bread.
Because she asked for boxes 3 other times for the other stuff that we were taking home. We brought home half of 2 entrees, 2 desserts, bread.
I didn't want to ask for a box again. And he saw me and he was like, I can get you a box for the bread. And I was like, no, I wasn't going to ask for it. And he was like, let me get you a box. So he not only brought a box for the bread, but he brought a whole other loaf of bread with butter.
That was our 4th loaf. If anyone's keeping track for the evening, we only ate 2 of them, so the kids each have their own loaves for leftovers tonight. It was wonderful. He was great. He knew that menu inside and out.
He did.
He handed us the dessert menu. He's like, not that you need it because I'm here. And he just like and just
Yeah.
like said everything that was in every single dessert, gave us his recommendations, everything. They were all spot on. It was great. We gave him a 4.5.
All right, drinks. This is an area I was not expecting to enjoy as much as I did.
Yeah. I mean, they're not craft. I guess they are craft cocktails technically. I mean, they're cocktails.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I mean, if I had gotten an old fashioned, there would not have been 1 large ice cube.
Oh, no.
It would not have been great. It is a like Key West vibey bar. I mean, you go to this restaurant for those types of flavors, so you are not going to get like mixology level cocktails. That being said, the cocktails that they have crafted specifically for this restaurant are on point, very well themed.
Yes.
That turtle crawl, very rum, islandy, juicy vibe. It was
Dangerous.
good. It was good.
Dangerously good. My bourbon, I can't even remember, Slappy Joe's, I don't know, whatever it is that I've said like 3 times, it's just a funny little name. Like, I'm gonna want to go back and get it again.
It was good.
Like,
I'll probably get that again too.
It was a good drink. It was refreshing. I would very much like you to figure out how to make that here, because it was just, it felt like a really great like poolside drink, like just a very nice, refreshing, light cocktail.
Yeah, there's not a ton of poolside drinks that I can think of offhand made out of bourbon
Yeah.
that I would want to drink on a hot summer day here in Orlando. So yes, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Anyway, we gave drinks a 4.
All right, food. Holy smokes. I mean, they knocked it out of the park with the pineapple coconut bread. That was the first thing we got. That butter, it was warm, it tasted homemade. And then we just rolled straight into the crab cakes, which were also fantastic with that. You know, it wasn't just a crab cake. It had the jalapeno aioli and the pineapple salsa. My only complaint about the crab cakes is I would have liked them to be just a little more done, because it was almost hard to like get your bite because it like fell apart so easy.
But I think that's partially because it's not full of a ton of breadcrumbs. Like
Probably.
it was all crab.
It was so much crab.
You're used to eating really poorly done crab cakes, and I think the fact
Maybe
that these had
that's it.
good crab meat in them, you know what I mean? There
could
wasn't
be
a ton of binder with just like
Yeah.
breadcrumbs and mayo.
Yeah. And then my fried chicken.
Your fried chicken was mind blowing. It was so good. If you go here, do not sleep on that fried chicken. Get the fried chicken. I'm telling you right now, you will. If you like fried chicken, get the fried chicken.
So good.
My pasta was any other restaurants not next to that fried chicken, it would have been just great. Very garlicky, very just like that sauce that made you wanted to keep going back in for more. But the fried chicken was just.
Told you I've been thinking about it since this morning. I knew I was
never
gonna
had
get
it before.
I know, but I like fried chicken, and I had high hopes because that's what they're known for.
We gave food a 4.5.
Yeah. So if you add all that up and divide it out,
The desserts. Sorry.
Oh, we
the
forgot to
desserts.
talk about desserts.
Honestly, the fried chicken just was the star of the show. Desserts included. Desserts were great, but
Yeah.
just forget the desserts. Get the fried chicken.
All right. So all that added up and divided out, it's a 4.125. This is, I feel like, one of the rare restaurants at a resort that I would say go out of your way for. Like, it's not high level. It's not going to be like your fancy date night out, but it is worth going out of your way to dine here.
So a couple of cons about this. It is out of your way.
It is.
So I would go here if I drove. I'm not sure I would spend a lot of time on buses. Maybe you could Uber if you don't mind spending for that. But yeah, 100%. We will definitely be back. So it definitely is out of the way, and the ambiance is, I mean, it's cute if you're into that vibe, but it's definitely not something that I would be like dressing up and going on a big date night for.
Oh, no.
The pros of this restaurant, though, amazing flavors. If you do drive over there, we parked literally 50 yards from the restaurant. I mean, it was like...
I wore flip-flops. It was lovely. My feet
Yeah,
don't
so you're
hurt.
not like parking in a theme park parking lot, walking literally half a mile to the back of World Showcase to try to get a meal. So it's very convenient.
Yes.
It's fast. Like, we sat down and it was less than an hour, all of that stuff, and it's very reasonable. That meal, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and 2 desserts with enough leftovers to feed both kids tonight
More than enough leftovers.
is $65 less than our meal last week at Shikisai, and I enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Not a little bit more, a lot more. So this was a great experience. Hands down, we'll be back.
Yes.
Just really, really good.
Way to go, Olivia's. All right, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.